I'm back again, and if I look like I look a little familiar, it's because I just filmed my Black Friday Day haul, and I decided to go ahead and film my candle empties. Why not? It's a beautiful day, I have great lighting, and let's do this, right? So I'm going to start out with my wax melts. So I have tons. So let's go ahead and do this. First off, I have 2 of the cranberry cookie crumble from Better Homes and Garden. Fell in love with this. This reminds me of my beloved cranberry pumpkin that I only got 2 candles of off eBay and I only have 1 left. And it also reminds me of maybe what cranberry sugar cookie would have been if I ever would have got my hands on that as well. Oh, I wanted that candle so bad, but my store never got any, and I think it was a White Barn exclusive or a failed test scent, so I just never got any. But here I can now have these, and I went and bought like 5 or 6 more, and I will probably end up getting more. And yeah, I love this. Reminds me of cranberry pumpkin from Bath and Body Works. Scent throw, I do my wax melts from a 1 to a 5. This scent throw was a good 4. Lasted 2 days, and I will definitely repurchase this. Loved it. Next, I have a warm pumpkin cookies, and this was actually my favorite one. Well, one of the 2 of my favorites from the fall collection that came out. This one was amazing. I'm not going to speak too much on these, but basically this just smells exactly what the picture entails. It's like a very spicy cookie scent with a lot of spices inside of it, but you also get like that warm scent from it. Very great. Scent though of a 5. Wonderful. I repurchased this about 3 or 4 times. I think I have another clamshell left in it, and I will definitely pick it up again if it comes back next year. I loved it. Another one that I didn't really hear many people talk about that I thought was absolutely wonderful was the candied citrus pumpkin. I didn't hear much about this. No one really said anything about it. This is just like a pumpkin scent with a orange citrus undertone. It was so good. It was so, oh man, it's so strong. The scent throw was a 5. I would repurchase this many times over. I just don't even know why this didn't get the recognition that I thought that it should. But yeah, just a really spicy pumpkin with a citrus orange like peel undertone scent to it. So good. Loved it. I would definitely get this again. And yeah. And actually, I did pick up a candle in this, and you will see that shortly. There's that one. The next one that I have is a Cider House Donuts. Everyone fell in love with this. I wasn't that enthused with it, and I wasn't that impressed with it either. The scent though was about a 2 to a 3 to me. I just really didn't get that much from it. I'm happy with the one that I picked up, and I'm happy that I used it, and I really don't care to get any more. I mean, it's what everyone thought that it was going to be. It was a donut scent with that apple cider scent with it. It was good. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be so strong, knock my socks off. It didn't. It was just kind of like a 2 or a 3. Never really got much better than that. So, it was mediocre for me. The next one is Perfect Pumpkin Ale. And I've been burning these all month. Melting them all month. And this one, this is a little different. You get that kind of boozy undertone to it with that spicy pumpkin scent that's kind of in most of these wax tarts this year. It was okay. It didn't get a lot of recognition either. Just one of those that, oh, I tried it, it was good, and now I'm going to move on to the next. Yeah, so the scent throw, I'm thinking with this one was around a 3. If I'm not mistaken, it was about a 3. I just, in my mind, it just doesn't stand out to me. So that's why I don't remember it that well. And if it didn't stand out to me, then it's just not something I'm going to repurchase. But it was good to try. And the last one of like the Better Homes and Garden Sensationals is Warm Rustic Woods. Now this one really surprised me a lot, actually. I burned this one in, I melted this one in my bedroom. And I was walking through my house. And y'all, I smelled this such a strong, wonderful, homey, spicy scent. And I was like, where is that coming from? Because this was melting. I keep saying burning. Just mind me when I say that. This was melting in my bedroom. And I was walking through the middle of the house, like my daughter's room and the living room and the kitchen. And I could smell this one all the way in there. So a straight 5% throw. Doesn't remind me anything of mahogany teakwood. I don't think this is the one that is mahogany teakwood anyways. Just a spicy leaf wood scent. So, so good. And I actually will pick up one more of these because I ended up falling in love so much with it. So I'm really glad that I went out of my comfort zone and picked this one up. Okay, and the last two wax melts that I have are from Dollar General. These are just the teeny tiny, like 3 clamshell, very, very soft, gooey wax. And this one is in iced winter berries. This scent is something that I have smelled before, but I cannot tell you what. It's like a body care that used to be at Bath & Body Works or something. It's like a very juicy berry scent with a very nice perfume undertone to it. It's so good. And these actually do very well in tea light warmers instead of like a bulb warmer or a ceramic warmer. They do very well with tea light candles burning underneath it. So that's what I do with these from Dollar General. The next one is Raspberry Candy Cane. And this one was good as well. I don't really get a candy cane scent at all. I just kind of get a raspberry candy scent, like a sweet candy, but nothing peppermint about it at all. It's just like a raspberry candy. I don't know. This is kind of all I get. It's just really sweet and candy-ish. It's very sweet, you know. And this one also was in a tea light warmer and did very, very well. So I'm actually pleased with these for $1, and I will probably pick up more. So those are my wax melts that I used this month. I'm going to quickly go through my Wallflowers because I have a lot of candles to show you guys. So I have a smoked vanilla that is in my bathroom right now, and that's okay. It's not really that strong. I can't smell it that well, so that kind of makes me sad. I have a berry vanilla bean in my living room, and this is very, very, very strong. Very pleased with it. Happy. I can smell it as soon as I walk into my living room, so I really like that one. I had a lemon mint tea in my bathroom as well. This was okay for the first 2 weeks. It puttered out and I didn't smell it anymore. I have a vanilla snowflake in my daughter's room, and I love vanilla snowflake. And I actually get a whiff of this every time I walk by it, so I'm very pleased with that as well. I have a Cheers mulled wine, aka wine cellar, in my son's room. I can't smell this anymore, and wine cellar used to be a very, very strong wallflower. I don't know if maybe I don't really know. This is from last year. I don't think it would be old, but I just can't smell it. And that really let me down because wine cellar is a very strong wallflower. And then last, I have a sparkling pear Riesling. This one, where did I put this one? In my kitchen. It's still there, but I do not smell it at all. So that sucks. Yeah, so those are my Wallflowers that I used the past month. Now let's jump into candles because I have so many. I'm going to go ahead and just start with the one that's in my hand. And I'll grab the other one because these are the same brand. So the first one that I have here is a Mainstays Pecan Pumpkin Cake. And I actually have went through a pack of the Pecan Pumpkin Cake wax melts. It was in my last candle empties. And the candle didn't perform as well as scent throw-wise as the wax melts. I think I will just stick with wax melts. It did burn very well. Look at how close those wicks ended up coming together. I'm sorry. But I really couldn't smell it. I mean, I would get a little bit of a whiff. Don't get me wrong. It was in my kitchen. But it's not what I'm used to. I'm so used to the Bath & Body Works candles just being so good that this one really was just very disappointing. And I should have known better because, come on, they're $3. What was I thinking was going to happen? But it did burn very well. But no, not a repurchase for me. And a definite no repurchase. This let me down so badly. Was the cotton candy from Mainstays. I searched for this high and low for the past 4 months. Never found it. Finally found it when they brought out all of the fall wax melts. And I just seen it sitting beside all the other Mainstays candles. I grabbed 2 of them. Started burning this one. It tunneled so badly. I had no scent throw. I can't smell anything on cold. I couldn't smell anything on cold to even begin with. So I just went ahead and gifted my other one to my best friend to have as a candle. The label is actually very pretty, but no scent throw whatsoever. I mean, I cannot smell anything, and the burn was very bad. So, what can you say? What can you do? I'm going to stick with the other candles, and then I will get into Bath & Body Works. I burned through a tiny DW Homes candle in the scent Freedom, which smelled just like a hot apple pie. I burned this while I was burning Bath & Body Works Warm Apple Pie, and it amped up the scent a lot. I feel like I did get a scent throw from this. It wasn't completely strong by any means, but it was something, and that is something that really makes me happy. If I can smell it like any kind of smell whatsoever, you know, just a little something, that'll make me happy. But when it's completely unscented, that doesn't make me happy. Yes. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. And I really hope that this did not mess my video up, because sometimes when I pause my video, it will make it short by a second where my voice or my mouth doesn't go with like what I'm saying. It's like a second behind. So I'm really sorry if that happened this time. Yeah. Give me 1 minute, okay? And I'll be in there. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. I like this one. I really wish I could have found it in a bigger one. So, but anyways, keep in mind that if my voice is off with anything, it's because I paused the video, and I'm very, very sorry. But I hope you can just kind of keep up with what I'm saying. Let's hope it didn't do that, though. Okay, and then the last one that I have that is not Bath & Body Works is the Candied Citrus Pumpkin. Now, guys, this was the never-ending candle of my life. This candle burned and burned and burned and burned. I'm telling you, for about a month and a half, every single day, lit all day long. From the time that I woke up to the time that I went to sleep, about 15 hours a day. Burned, burned, burned. Never, ever, ever would go out. Burned completely to the bottom. I mean, wow. This was such a good burning candle. And I actually did get a scent throw from this. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm happy. I love the scent Candied Citrus Pumpkin. I just talked about that with the wax melt. Smells exactly the same. Just a spicy pumpkin scent with that really good orange zest in the background. It's amazing. It mixes so well. And I actually would pick this up again if I see it go on clearance. I don't think I need another one right now. But if I find it on a good clearance, I will definitely grab it again. Okay. So let's jump into these Bath & Body Works candles. I'm going to start with one that got broken. So let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. I have the top to it, which I know don't mean anything. But this is Winter Rose. This burned in my bathroom. It burned very well. I'm glad that I gave it a chance. I'm not a floral person whatsoever. But this was a really good bathroom scent. It was just like a light rose scent, but more of a perfumey rose. And the scent, though, was very good as well. It was, well, I mean, I guess it could be better. But it was about a 6 in a bathroom, small bathroom. But it was a rose scent. So I don't know. I didn't really expect it to be like I just didn't expect it to be like a 9 or a 10. So I was pleased with it. I was. And I would probably pick up another one. I haven't yet. But I'm thinking about getting another one for the $8 candle sale. So here's my lid to Winter Rose. My son broke it. That's okay, though. Okay. Now, I have a Twisted Peppermint. And this one ended up going onto my candle warmer at the very end, because it just started not having a scent throw. It started having that really burnt kind of scent with it. I can still smell the wonderful Twisted Peppermint scent in it right now. You guys know what this smells like. It's just that really strong peppermint, but it's like a peppermint candy marshmallow type of a scent. Not to get confused with peppermint marshmallow, the candle. This is completely different. It's a lot stronger. It's just more pepperminty, like it will open up your senses and your sinuses whenever you smell it. But yeah, it started off very well. It was in my kids' room. It started off burning very well. Of course, it has the normal residue like all these Bath & Body Works candles will do. But it doesn't have any soot, so I was happy with that. But it just started kind of having really, really bad puny wicks. I tried to soak up as much wax as possible, and it just still was not correcting itself. So I just threw it on the candle warmer, and I was done with it. I let it go for about 3 days and took it off because I was ready for something new. I can still smell that scent in there pretty good, but I was just through with it. So it did end up having a good burn, but just not like with the wicks. The wicks were very puny, but at least it didn't tunnel. So that's a good thing. Other than that, I don't know. I really like the new packaging that's coming out in the Twisted Peppermint this year. That goes along with like the berry vanilla bean and champagne toast and black tie, that collection. They're coming out with a winter candy apple and a Twisted Peppermint in that collection. And I think the Twisted Peppermint packaging is very, very pretty. It's like a white, silver, red and pink, I think, or red and silver. It's just very pretty. I might grab one of those. But as of right now, I don't need another Twisted Peppermint. Next is Hot Cocoa and Cream. this burned in my kitchen, and it burned so well all the way down to the bottom. No problems whatsoever. I actually don't even see that much residue left on this one, but it is a frosted glass. Completely great burn. This scent throw was a good 8 or a 9. It was wonderful. It was in a big kitchen, and I smelled it. It smelled just like hot cocoa, just that chocolatey, creamy scent. It was wonderful, and I'm so glad that I have a couple backups. I never thought this was going to be so strong or as strong as it was, but it was very, very strong, and I'm so pleased and happy with it. So if you've been thinking about getting this candle and you just didn't know, now you know that it burns so well. It is such a good scent throw, and I would give it a try if I was you. So that was hot cocoa and cream. The next one I have here is Peace Ice Vanilla Woods, and this burned in my bathroom. I actually burned the same piece. Well, this is Ice Vanilla Woods. Last year it was Peace Ice Vanilla Woods. I burned it in my bathroom last year, so I burned this one in my bathroom this year. Last year's was way stronger than this year's. I'll say that. But it was still good. I still smelled it. Scent throw of probably around a 6. I wish it would have been stronger, but it did burn very well. These jars come with 1 ounce less of wax than the normal jars, and they cost more money. I don't understand that. But the scent is just like a typical cologne scent, but that lavender kind of like womans it up a little bit, like gives it more of that feminine type of a scent. And I'm not a big cologne person by any means. I do not like cologne candles, but this is one that I do love. And just the burn was perfect. I absolutely love this candle, and I am thinking about getting me another one. So there was that one, and I love the jar. The jar is beautiful. Next, we have a cinnamon sugar donut. This burned in my living room, and it had a horrible burn. Look at this. Wow. This had a horrible burn. I have never had good luck with cinnamon sugar donut. Everyone loves this candle. Well, mostly everyone loves it. And I've never had good luck with it. I don't understand why I don't have good luck with cinnamon sugar donut candles. I just don't. I don't get any scent throw from them. This scent throw was probably a 3. I mean, I just didn't get anything. The burn was completely horrible. I will never pick this up again. I just don't think it's the candle for me. I don't even really care about the scent that well. To me, it just smells very light. Just like that. To me, it smells more of just like the powdered crystallized sugar on top of the donut than it does of the donut. Yeah, no, this just is not the candle for me. So this was a dud. A no repurchase. A definite repurchase, however, is my Berry Vanilla Bean. This burned in my bathroom as well, and it was so strong. Wow, I did not think this one was going to be strong as it was. I thought I was going to have like a 6 or a 7 scent throw. No, this topped out at a 9. This was so strong. It would come out of my bathroom, into my hallway, into my daughter's room. I could smell it so strong. Everyone else that smelled it complimented it and said it was such a good vanilla scent that it was just like a yummy scent to smell. I really was saying actually in my Black Friday video that I need to compare this side by side to Blueberry Twist and Blueberries and Cream. It is a lot similar to those candles, but I feel like there is something different about it. It's something different. It's like a different kind of vanilla and a different kind of a berry note than it is with the blueberry notes in those other candles. So I am so pleased with this. I definitely have picked up about 2 or 3 more, and I'm even thinking about grabbing another one because I really like it. And I like the purple wax, and I just love this jar. I think this looks very, very pretty, and I really, really enjoyed it. So that was Berry Vanilla Bean. Next, we're going to go on to Swiss Alps Ski Lodge. This is from like the Joy to the World collection last year around New Year's. It came with the beautiful sparkly lids that I'm definitely going to keep. Even if I just lay this out as a coaster, I'm keeping this lid. So, Ski Lodge. It burned in my bedroom right here. It was okay. It wasn't so strong, but I could smell it. Scent though, I would put at about a 6. I burned it actually with that warm rustic woods, and that was amazing. Now, that was a really good combo, and I actually would do that again because it was such a great combination. It did burn well. You can see that I tried to light it one more time, and they just kind of puttered out. But that's okay. It didn't really have any puny wicks whatsoever. Not much of any, well, there's a little wax residue, but not much at all in this one. There's no soot whatsoever. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I wish it would have been stronger, but it was good. And I may grab another one if it ever comes out. It's not one that I would say, no, I will never get you again like I did Cinnamon Sugar Donut. I would get this one again. Next, let's go to actually one that I fell in love with last year, and that is Frosted Cranberry. I fell in love with this candle last year when I burned it, so I grabbed another one at semi-annual, and I wanted to grab another one for the Black Friday sale, and I did actually. I got a Winter Rose and a Frosted Cranberry, but when I seen that Frosted Cupcake was sitting on the shelf, I told my husband to bring Frosted Cranberry and Winter Rose back, and I went ahead and got 2 Frosted Cupcakes because I know Frosted Cranberry will be out for the $8 candle sale. Plus, I've been there for the past 3 days working in the madness of Black Friday, and there is tons and tons and tons of Frosted Cranberry. So I know I can pick me up another one, and there was a lot of Winter Roses left as well. But anyways, yeah, this is a juicy, tart cranberry. That's all you really get from this. It's just juicy cranberry. I love it. It is so strong. Scent, though, of a good 8.5, 9. Filled my boy's room up completely. I loved it. It's just so juicy and but it doesn't remind me of like a fruit in like the summertime. This reminds me of Christmas time. I guess just because it's so juicy and tart and it always comes out around Christmas time. That's why I associate it with Christmas. But I love this Frosted Cranberry, and I will be getting another one of these. Okay, let's talk about a dud here. This is Peppermint Marshmallow. I burned this one in my room as well. As you can tell, it did burn very well, but I had no scent throw whatsoever of this candle. I can still smell it in the jar, but it's just a faint peppermint scent with a lot of that sooty, burned candle scent as well. But I could not smell anything while it was burning in my bedroom. This was basically an unscented candle for me, and that really sucked. But what can you do? You win some, you lose some. And that's why we're here to give you empties, to tell you what performed well and what didn't. But also remember, there are batch variations. Sometimes a candle could not perform well for me and be amazing for you. So if you still want to get it, just because I say it didn't do good for me doesn't mean you shouldn't get it. Of course, we all know that. To each our own. But yeah, this is a no repurchase for me. Completely unscented, burned well, but no scent whatsoever. We're almost done, guys. We have 2 left. Now, this one. Wait till you see this one. Look at that. That's soot. Yeah. So this is Farm Stand Apple. And look at the soot on this baby right here. Yeah. That is complete soot. So, I've never ever had a Farm Stand Apple. So I decided to just grab it at this last semi-annual sale during the summertime. And now I decided to bring it out about, a couple weeks ago, obviously. And I have always heard of people talking about that kerosene scent with a candle. I've never got that. But this is crazy. My best friend walked in and she was like, "Whoa, girl, what you burning?" That just knocked me in the face. And I was like, "All it is the Farm Stand Apple in the kitchen." And she was like, "It smells like a kerosene scent." And I was like, wow. Because she's not into candles. She, doesn't know the terminology we use for these candles. She just hears what I say about them. I've never said anything about a kerosene scent. And she said kerosene about this candle. And I was like, wow. That's what everybody says about some candles. I'll get that kerosene scent. And that's what she said this smelled like. So, I guess this one had a kerosene scent. I didn't get it. It was okay. From what I smelled, I thought that it just smelled like a juicy apple scent, But it did so badly. I'm just not really interested in your typical, apple scents. This is just kind of an artificial apple. I just can't even explain. It's just an artificial apple scent, But, no, won't repurchase this one again, especially after her saying that. Oh, well. And last but not least is my wonderful warm apple pie. This is the one that I burned along beside of the DW Homes Freedom candle. And I've always had good luck with my warm apple pies. I had one that was a little lower on scent throw than the one I had the first time and the one I had this time. This is my 3rd time burning warm apple pie. And I really, really like it. It's so good. This apple pie scent is so different than the normal ones you come across. This one, to me, I kind of get that ooey gooey caramelized, syrupy middle of the apple pie, and like the crust that's almost done baking but still a little bit raw crust note. That's what I get in this candle than just a completely done warm apple pie. It is good though. It is a strong one. This one right here was around about a 7 in my living room. The other one that I had, I think I gave it around a 4 or 5. It didn't perform well in my bedroom. And the one before that was even better. It was like a 7 or 8. So, I don't know. These do pretty good for me. I really love these. And I think they're about to start clearancing them out. So, if you want to get your hands on them, I would grab it up real fast because it's about to be gone if it's not already gone. Yeah, so that was my crazy fragrance empties, candle empties, wax empties for the month of November. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And of course, I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys.